Hello everyone, it's Claudia, and today I'm back with another episode in the Sketch It Out series me and Emma, aka Polly's Papercrafts, are doing. So what you just saw on the screen was the sketch I will be using for this episode, and it's by Chamel, and it was Emma's turn to choose one, and she chose that sketch. And I will put a link to the sketch in the description, but I will also put it in the end as a sort of side-by-side comparison to my layout and the sketch so you can see the differences or the similarities. And you should also definitely go over to Emma's channel and check her video out because it's really interesting to see how hers uh, turn out as well because it's so different from mine. So for this layout, I'm using the Create Paper Journey collection, and I'm getting close to the end because I don't have a whole lot of papers left, and the sketch showed to use like a piece of paper like kind of in the middle, and since I don't really have any full sheets, I'm just using a 6x6 paper to kind of replace that piece of paper, and that still worked out fine in the end. So the photo that I'm using is of when I think I was flying home from a visit to my family in the Netherlands, back to Denmark. And usually I snap a bunch of photos with my iPhone because I do love, being above the clouds. It's a gorgeous view. Um, but I actually had my DSLR camera sitting on my lap, and I thought, hey, why not try and take some good photos? So I did like a little photo shoot um, in the plane, just taking photos of the gorgeous sky and stuff. And this is one of those photos. I do have a few more that I will probably scrap later on. And so now I'm just finding some photos or some pieces of paper to mount my photo on, and that I'll be using for some layering later. And I did have a specific color scheme in mind. If you have seen any of my other layouts using this collection, then maybe you will have seen that I used the pink, black, gold color scheme on a few of them. So for this layout, I wanted to do something completely different. Excuse me. So my color scheme is kind of like the yellow with the teal and a little bit of cork mixed in between. And I really do kind of like the way it ended up. And it's just nice to use different color schemes within a collection so that your layouts don't end up looking too similar. Though it's fine to use, the same color scheme because I do love my pinks and my black and my gold and stuff. But it's just nice to, go with a different color scheme every now and then. So now I'm just going through the ephemera and cut apart pieces that I have left and just kind of selecting the ones that have, the yellow or the teal. And I'm just kind of playing around and see, if I want to use them and where I would put them, and just kind of deciding how that's gonna play out. And my process in doing this is always quick. Like usually, I just even sometimes just grab a handful of random embellishments and then just play around. Especially if I don't have a specific idea in mind. And that piece of vellum is actually a scrap piece from the Maggie Holmes Confetti collection, and I just thought it would look nice on this layout, especially with the gold foiling. So I'm just sticking that down, and while I'm doing that, I also decided that it was about time to stick my photo down as well. And I think what I'm going to do now is just stick down some of the pieces of ephemera that I, am happy with, or maybe not. So I thought maybe I was going to use this tag chipboard piece, but I didn't really like the way that it looked. But I did know that I wanted to use this chipboard frame and layer it behind my photo, so I'm just cutting it in half, and I'm going to layer it on the right side and on the left side, which you see me do right now. And I do love those frames, but they were just too small to really use over photos. I'm just deciding to use them as a layering piece instead. And so now I'm just going to stick down some of the ephemera pieces that I have selected. Again, I do apologize if my voice, if I sound stuffed. Still, I'm not sick, but I still have a bit of a cold, so. But at least I don't feel as sick anymore, so that's always something. And, yeah, me and Emma, I think Well, I think I can speak for the both of us. We're having a ton of fun doing this series. I think it's a lot of fun to kind of get out of your comfort zone, kind of try something else, different type of design and stuff, but still staying true to your own style. So for my title, I wanted to use these cork words or the cork word that says travel, but I do end up changing it in a little bit, but I will tell you when that happens. So I also add one of those cork arrows just because I wanted to bring in some more of that cork color to my layout. And now I'm just gonna add a few puffy stickers. And you know me. I love puffy stickers, and I just love the way that they add just more interest. And they're small, but they just look great. Here I pull out that sticker that says Explore, and I look at the sticker sheet and I see the word travel in teal, and I thought, well, maybe I should just use that one on this layout because it does match with the color scheme a little bit better. I do actually end up changing my title a little bit off screen, but you will see that in the final photos and close-ups that are coming up in the end soon. And yeah, I think I'm almost done. So the sketch showed to use or um, punch out some hearts. So I'm going to do that right now. Um, just using some scraps of, the pieces of paper that I've left after I mounted my photo, and I'm just doing those two patterns and just, do one and then do the other. And I wanted to glue them down, but my glue was not working for some reason. It was probably stuck or something, and I didn't really feel like fixing it while I was recording, so then I just decided to use some foam squares to just um, basically stick them down, but of course they do add some dimension. So in the end, it actually worked out for the best because I do like that those stars, excuse me, that those stars are kind of standing up on my page. And they're not in a perfect line, but it doesn't bother me. It never bothers me because um, I'm just not good with doing things straight, so. And the sketch also showed to kind of put this little piece at the top with a star. And at first I wasn't going to do it, but I wanted to try and see how it looked, and I actually kind of liked the way that it looked, so I decided to do it anyway. So I'm just cutting a little bit off, and I actually cut off a bit too much, but once you cut something off, you can't put it back together, so I just decided to keep going with it anyway. And yeah, all in all, I'm quite happy with how this layout turned out. When I first saw the sketch, it wasn't love at first sight. It was kind of like, not too sure about it. But I just decided to try and make it work and just do my own thing and just kind of use the sketch as a jumping off point. So I'm gonna add some splatters, and that will basically be my layout. So thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for the close-ups, and I'll be back with more videos soon. Have a great day.